in Boise City, or Boise City, I think it's how it's pronounced out here in Oklahoma. And I'm a little irate, I'll admit. So, yesterday we were in Hamilton County, Kansas, about 15 miles west of Syracuse. I go to Facebook to do an update, and Facebook, for whatever reason, decided to disable my account, which is very annoying. They didn't send me a notification. They won't exactly tell me why. They did send me a packet with all my data, which didn't really have everything. It was just literally my profile picture, which I'm probably going to use for YouTube now, and a couple other things. When I thought they were sending me my data, I thought they were going to send me like everything. I was hoping for pictures and videos. No, I'm not going to get any of those because Facebook sucks. And the thing is, I'm not going to do Facebook anymore. I did finally open the packet to see what it was. And get this, I'm going through, they still won't tell me why. But I'm going through the data, and I'm looking at my login information, showing where all the locations were when I logged in. And I'm seeing locations for Denver, Stanford, or whatever, Stafford or something like that, and several other towns that I've either never been in or haven't been in years. So I think what it was, if I'm correct, I think I probably got hacked, and that was the reason why the account was disabled. I still wish Facebook would tell me, because they told me to go to the help center, and guess what? The help center don't even work. And to make it even worse, we got like maybe 7 miles west of Syracuse, and we were taking a nap under a tree, and this BNSF rail cop comes by and starts running my name. Oh, well, you're sleeping near the tracks. Like, yeah, but I'm still on the highway technically. And it was just a very weird situation. And I found out later, he went to the sheriff's office and told them, and I was talking with the deputies about it. And they thought it was a weird, creepy situation. Like, the guy had no reason to be IDing me or anything. I wasn't on railroad property. I haven't ridden a train in like 3.5 years. So it's like, why are you even doing this? It makes no sense. Outside of that, right now, our main goal is to get to East Texas. Hopefully by the beginning of December. I haven't seen my parents in a couple years now, and so I figured I'd go ahead and see them. Sadly, we lost my grandmother, not last night, but the night before, so we're kind of dealing with that right now. Kind of sucks. And so, Mom, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to get that phone call when it comes time for that, you know. But thank you, Michael. Anyways, so I gotta get to East Texas. Hoping by the 1st, mainly due to the fact I want to go spend my 29th birthday with my parents and some friends and family. And then, so here's the thing. Here's the kicker. So next year, hey, is it Asher or Aisha? Hello, how are you? Next year, during the summer, I'm announcing this now. Me, Marmaduke, Roxy, and any other pup we have with us, we're going to go down to Georgia. We're going to have a fiddle battle with the devil, and then when we're done winning the battle with the devil, we're going to go ahead to the southern gate, and we are going to walk the whole Appalachian Trail from Georgia up to Maine. And then here's the kicker. We are going to go walk back from Maine all the way down to Georgia in a yo-yo fashion. And as far as I'm aware, I'm going to be the first ever actual hobo to do this. Not only walk the Appalachian Trail, but walk it fully and then walk it back. And I'm going to video the whole thing. I'm going to take pictures, have a journal. So this is good. I'm kind of excited about this. I just got to get to Texas and grab a few things, and then we'll head to Georgia and handle all that next summer. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm pretty excited about it. I'll be honest, I've been wanting to do this for the past 3 or 4 years now, but I never got around to it because I've always had. Are you neurodivergent? What is that? I've heard of that. What is that exactly? But anyways, I've been wanting to do this, but I've just been pretty busy doing other stuff, and I have nothing else going on for, as far as I'm aware, for the next couple years. So we're gonna go ahead and handle that, and then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do have a book. I don't know if I brought this up before. I have a book that I'm still trying to. Autism, ADHD. I am autistic, yes. Um, anyways, I do have a book that it's like a journal. I got it when we were walking Highway 50 like 3 or 4 months ago, and it's basically like this journal where you go to like all these national monuments or something like that, and like you write down what you see, how you're feeling, what the weather is like. You get all these different stamps. So far I got, I think, yeah, I got one, which was actually in the last town we were in on Highway 50. And then I got a couple stamps from other places, but that's another goal I want to do, is fill this book out and try to get as many monuments and then other places too. I think that would be pretty nice for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 years or whatever to deal with. And then I'm hoping maybe to find something similar to that. I mean, I'm still collecting stamps. I'm still collecting postcards. I'm getting back into the book. Okay, so before I started traveling with dogs, I used to collect library cards, and I don't remember what happened to my collection. I guess it must have got thrown away or something. But I started collecting library cards again, so I got 2 so far. I was gonna collect the ones here in Boise City, but the library's closed tomorrow, and we have a ride coming for Stratford, Texas. So I'll probably just get my next one over in Stratford, and then what else do I want to collect? Still collecting postage stamps. Trying to think of what else. Is there any other stuff? Hello, I don't know how to actually pronounce your name. Is there any other stuff people collect that's like portable? I can't tell. But anyways, yeah, so that's what we're doing with. And I've been trying to do videos. I just could not really find anything interesting to really do videos on. I might do one here in a bit because we had to downsize so much due to my back issues again. And I think I'm just gonna stay permanently minimalist on my travels from now on. So I might do a video on that later today. I might actually upload that tonight since I still have plenty of sunlight out. But outside of that, there's just really hasn't been a lot of stuff going on lately for me to actually be doing videos. But I will say this, I am on Reddit, so I think what I'll do, if everyone's cool with it, I might go ahead and start a subreddit instead of doing Facebook, because Reddit in general is a lot more, there's a lot more freedom on Reddit than there is on Facebook and Instagram. And really the only other, it's not even a social media site, it's just a forum website, is Bushcraft USA. I'm highly active on there, and I'm on Squat the Planet. I'm not on there that much. It's been a while since I've actually logged in. But yeah, I think I might go with Reddit and try to get a subreddit on there instead, because like I said, it's a lot easier, and there's a lot more freedom on there. And I know a lot of people probably wouldn't think of Reddit when it comes to social media and stuff like that, but honestly, I like Reddit. It's a lot easier. For me, it's a lot easier to deal with than Facebook, you know? So, I don't know. Let's see. The pups are fine. Oh, got a notification. Get that off there. Anyways, the pups are fine. They're down the road with the rest of our stuff. Trying to get our stuff basically charged up. I have a friend of mine I gotta go see near Abilene, so if you're watching, you know who you are. I'll be heading your way hopefully in a couple weeks or whatever. He actually sent me a Baofeng ham radio, which I now use on the daily, and some other stuff too. So Thurman, if you're seeing this, thank you, bud. I'm trying to think of anything else. Sammy sadly didn't make it. She was attacked, I think, about about almost a month in of having her, she ended up getting attacked, and her injuries were just so bad. I hate to say it, I had to put her down. There's nothing, no way she could have got. There was no way I could have been able to get her out of these injuries. It sucked, you know, but the other main problem was her previous owners just they didn't treat her well, dude. They didn't, and they had like 8 or 9 sheep, I think. They did not treat these sheep well at all. I've had sheep before in the past, and I've never had sheep that basically acted feral. Like when I had Sean, I mean, he was jumpy every now and then, but you could still go up to him, you could pet him, you could feed him, and get him water and everything. He'd follow you around or whatever. Sammy was completely opposite, and I couldn't understand why. And it was kind of sad, really, because what I was really wanting to do was eventually have like a herd of sheep or something to come with us, and I'd have wool and milk and stuff like that. I'm still thinking about doing stuff like that, but man, 666, what's up, bud? I couldn't get her to calm down and settle down. Like I said, it sucked. And then I came back to camp after a friend of mine dropped me off, and she was gone. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm looking around for her, and I'll be honest, the dogs were the ones that attacked her because she kept trying to attack them. But she's been so violent with us, I didn't really know what else to do. I even tried to sell her. Nobody wanted to buy her, even for a cheaper price, because I spent $120 on her, and I even put her up for like $50, and nobody wanted to buy her, which was annoying. And came back, and I finally found her, and yeah, she was bleeding heavily from her right here on her neck. You could literally see blood gushing out. Not trying to disgust anybody. And she had wounds all over her back and on her stomach. There was just no way to. I don't know. I felt bad if I let her live, because I don't know. It's just pretty gruesome. So, anyways, I don't really know of anything else we need to discuss right now, unless anybody has any questions before I get off, because I got other stuff I got to go deal with real quick. I do need to get a haircut. I need to cut my hair. Yeah, because I look like I look like a crazy person. No shit. Let's see. Is there any comments I missed? No, not really. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here. Oh, hold on. It's a big privilege for me to talk with such a strong spirit man from another country. What country are you from, bud? I can't really tell from your profile picture. Yeah, what country are you from? I'll sit here for another few minutes if you chat. You're from Russia? Darn flies. So I'm actually kind of curious now. What is the, here in the States, they always give us like, everything's divided left and right, and they always give us like the crappiest answers. Lonesome Knot, what's up, bud? I'm pretty fine for the most part. Just trying to hurry up and get back through Texas. We're up in the Panhandle right now. Yeah, the left and right media, it's regardless of which one you're watching, they always give us like the crappiest answers on what's going on with Russia. So I'm curious, what's the political atmosphere going on in Russia, especially with the Ukraine stuff going on? What's it like out there right now? Sorry, had pop neck. Good to hear. I'm on the overland again. Oh, sweet. How's that going for you? Can I be a mod? No, not this time. I'm actually going to be getting off here in probably about 5 minutes. I'm not worried about it right now. Maybe next time if I do a longer stream, I will. Are you vegan? No. I'm like semi-vegetarian, but I'm not a vegan. Rode through tornado watch in Nebraska. Other than that, great rides. Oh man, yeah. I'll be honest. I'm not a really big fan of Nebraska. I don't know why. It just feels dull out in Nebraska for some reason. There's some great towns out there, though. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Bailey? Well, shit. Looks like I gotta stay on longer. Uh, with the vegan. Okay, so with the vegan thing, I don't agree. Oh, I know. It's nothing but hills and flatland. It's basically dead and barren. It's like a real life Fallout out there. Um, with the whole vegan thing, I don't agree with veganism, mainly due to the fact that I don't think really on a health aspect of it. Here's my thing. So I remember, I think what was it, like a year or two ago, there was a lady on, what was it, TikTok or something, and she was some vegan influencer or whatever the hell, and she was vegan for like 5 or 6 years, and then she dies because of the fact that she was not eating enough because of her vegan diet. She was literally, I remember seeing her, she was legit skin and bone, looked like a walking skeleton, and that freaks me out. And to an extent, I see why they go vegan. I'm not for animal abuse either, but at the same time, to me, there is animal abuse, but then there's, how do I put it? If you're an animal abuser, you're out there beating the animals, you're kicking them, you're starving them to death. That's animal abuse. If you're out there hunting and all you're hunting for is, I need animal fat in my diet, it is what it is. Oh, I agree. Yeah. Um, if you're out there hunting and just going for a trophy, the head or whatever, I'm not for that. I hate trophy hunting. I think that's ridiculous. It's a waste of resources and food. Um, but at the same time, we need meat. There's no, they keep trying to say that red meat causes cancer. I find that very hard to believe because I feel like when these people go to the doctor, whether you believe doctors are bought off or not doesn't matter. As long as I know from radio, everybody says, okay, about states weapon delivery in Ukraine, that they don't give Megadeth weapon, but still give weapons that make war longer. Yeah, that seems to be what's going on out here, and I I don't know. I wish the war would just quit and end because I love Russian culture. I love Russian food. I actually use Russian military gear, old communist military gear, but still Russian to begin with. and I don't know. I just think this whole thing with Ukraine and Russia just needs to hurry up and get over with. This is so ridiculous. Hi Akash. I hope I pronounced that right. But anyways, it's funny. Like I was saying, it's funny when these people go to the doctor and they're doing, this test for cancer or whatever, and it seems like the only thing that seems to be a cause of concern is red meat. Yet they don't seem to look at, hey, is this guy a smoker? Does he do drugs? Does he do this, that, and the other? Does his family have medical issues along the line that we need to know about? Stuff like that never seems to be brought up half the time. It's always, oh, well, you eat red meat, therefore, red meat needs to be out of the human diet, which is bullshit, I hate to say. Can you see your nearby view, please? Sure, I guess. I'm just at a library right now. But, anyways, I just find that very, it's bullshit, I hate to say. And it's even crazier because when you look at groups like PETA, for example, they claim that they're all vegan and that they hate animal abuse and yada, yada, yada. Yet, literally, the lady that founded PETA... Oh, I know. I never understood, for years, I never understood why you would put bleach in your water. Literally, before anybody starts complaining about this, okay? So the first two rainbow gatherings I went to, the only two I ever went, the first one I went to, we had this guy that apparently thought he ran everything. And he would literally, from my understanding of the situations, another friend of ours brought in this, those cubicles that people could put water in or whatever, and it holds. I think it like holds 250 gallons or something like that. You want to learn English? What do you actually speak? And if you speak German, then we can talk. Um, Anyways, they called it the water buffalo, right? This guy is like, oh yeah, I know everything about water treatment and blah 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 blah. He put literally 5 squirts or more of bleach in this water. I never drank that water. I don't trust that. I don't trust any chemicals in water. You're Indian. I mean, you seem you seem to be doing English pretty fine. I don't know what you want me to help you with. You know. But yeah, I don't trust any chemicals in water. That's why I don't even drink city water over here. Like, I would rather, if I saw a creek on the side of the road right now, that's where my water is coming from. Because I don't trust this city crap, and I don't trust chemicals being in water. I'm sorry, I just don't trust it. It's bad enough that they put fluoride in this crap, let alone into toothpaste, which is why every toothpaste I have, none of my toothpaste has fluoride in it. It's all charcoal toothpaste. So yeah, it's annoying that this is where we're going. We're gonna be trusting every single chemical that we come across. Like, no, I would rather drink a. I'll put it this way: I would rather go to Louisiana right now and drink swamp water than have any water with chemicals in it. I don't trust it. Sorry, not gonna do it. Not my thing. Anyways, so yeah, I don't agree with veganism. I think it's stupid. I feel bad for the. I've worked water chemistry for years. I try to only drink spring water, but they could just hate spring water. I mean, this is America. Oh, I agree. Bailey Russell, 67. What are we talking about? 67 what? Anyways, but yeah, I don't agree with veganism. I feel bad for the children that are forced by their parents to be vegan. Um, with vegetarianism, like I said earlier, I consider myself a semi-vegetarian because when it comes to meat, Bailey, I don't know how you're going to talk to me. I don't have Facebook anymore, so I don't even know if you even had me on Facebook, so sorry. Um, when it comes to vegetarianism, I don't really trust meat from the supermarkets, for example. Um, like when I had to put Sammy down, I took what meat I could from her, which to most people sounds immoral or disgusting, but it was either that or let her meat waste. I can't, in a good conscience, when I have two dogs that need to eat, and then myself. Do you have morning exercises routine? Yeah, it's walk from one town to the next. I do like to jog. Um, I think my lower body strength is a lot better than my upper body strength. But yeah, I just couldn't waste that meat. I took what I could until I accidentally hit one of her. I think it was her gallbladder or something with her kidney. I can't remember what it was, and it got over the meat. I'm like, I can't eat. We can't eat any of this. It's bad meat. Um, but meat from the stores, I mean, you go to Walmart or whatever and you read what's in the packages. It's like, I can't eat this. I wouldn't even let my dogs eat it unless I absolutely had to. If I go out hunting or I'm scavenging or whatever, I hate to say this. Well, no, I'm not ashamed to say this. We literally have, like, we'll find, like, dead roadkill that has only been dead for either hours or a day or so, and we'll eat that. I don't find any problem with that because, again, it's a waste of food and resources when you just let the meat sit there, you know? Oh, I'm pretty sure you are too. Uh, Hold on. There. There's no need for any of that on here. Thank you. Let's see. I think that's pretty righteous about your dogs. The modern society will say it's taboo, but I'm not a fan of the modern road. I'm not either. Why do you think I live the way I live? But yeah, you know, like I didn't know this when we were up in Oregon, Washington. I think it was it Washington? I think it was Washington State. We so first off, we found, I think it was a lynx or a cougar or something. It was some dead wildcat on the side of the road. And then there, later on down the road, there was a dead bear. And I don't know how long they've been sitting there. But the issue I have is here in America, we have to call a game warden every time and pay to be able to take that animal. Or at least I thought we did. Come to find out, there's certain states that now made it legal where you don't even have to call a game warden if you find roadkill. Had I known that, I probably would have been walking around with this big ass, excuse my language, this big bear rug looking thing to cover us up during the winter, you know. So, yeah, had I known that, I probably would have stayed longer up in that area to handle that. But, and then here's the other thing, too. For those who aren't aware, there's a guy named Fan Does, who's up in Scotland. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, top 10, I'd say. And I didn't know this until I saw his video a couple years ago, but, you know, prior to plastic and metal ware or whatever, they used to use organs from animals, intestines and other different organs for food storage. And again, had I known that at the time, I probably would have used the organs from the animals. I definitely would have at least tanned it and try to make it last as long as possible, just to the point where it won't brittle. To me, that's a lot better than using these plastics that are pretty harmful, in my opinion. So, anyways, I got to get back to the dogs. I'm pretty sure they're probably wondering where I'm at. So, I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably do a video tonight, showing everything we got. And you guys stay safe out there. I love you guys. Seriously. Peace.